Welcome to TPM Vid's Disney Beat, where we talk about all things Disney. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. We also have Instagram and Twitter. You can find us at TPM Videos. Well, it's that time again where we explore the wonderful world of animatronics. Many Disney rides and attractions feature audio animatronics. And with these robotic figures being so complex, they're bound to fail, malfunction, and break down. It just happens. Thanks to submissions from all of you, today we have some really fun malfunctions to share. Now, if you've ever caught an animatronic malfunction on camera, send it to the email address on the screen for a chance to have it featured in a future video. Now, without further ado, let's count down the top 10 Disney fails and animatronic malfunctions, Part 10. Number 10. Taking a ride on the world-famous Jungle Cruise at Magic Kingdom brings a lot of excitement, from puns to animatronics. Many simple figures make up this cast of wild animals, but there's also a couple human animatronics. Trader Sam is one of them, and he's the head salesman of the jungle. He's very cordial, almost like he's bowing to get you to buy into his 3 heads for the price of 1 deal. He's a man of class, but sometimes he just can't help but fight those demons inside. With that broken umbrella, which is normally part of the show, he looks even more busted, almost like an animatronic at Universal Studios. Whoops, just kidding. He normally doesn't have any side-to-side movement, so it's kind of strange seeing this jerky movement in all directions. I mean, someone just needs to buy him a head to make him stop. Please. Number 9. If you've watched this channel before, you'll probably remember some animatronic malfunctions with Mr. Potato Head. And guess what? The Spud is back. Most of his malfunctions happen while he's trying to put his ear back into the socket and then drops it. But we've never seen him malfunction as he's trying to take out his ear. That's what happens here in Toy Story Land at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Check it out.
Hey, nice ears you got there. Want to trade? I'm just kidding. I wouldn't wear those silly things.
I love that such a loud thud is made, even though he releases the ear ever so gently. When this happens, and it happens quite frequently, a cast member needs to manually put the ear back into the socket. And this is always done in plain view of the guests.
Backwards.
And the crowd goes wild!
Thank you. I'll be here all week. And judging by how this line's moving, so will you.
Number 8. The next animatronic malfunction brings us into the Little Mermaid ride at Disney California Adventure. Now, your journey begins and ends with Scuttle.
Now, how does that go? Wait, hold your seahorses.
Scuttle can naturally be a bit frantic, so sometimes he gets fed up telling the same story over and over and over again. And you know, he just needs to sit back and relax.
But that Ursula, oh, she's so mean. I'll make you human if you give me your voice, she says.
With him naturally being slouched, he just looks so sad yet so smug, doesn't he? I want to say that his eye blinking is run through a separate electrical signal from the hydraulic system that controls the other actuators in the animatronic. That would explain why the figure stops moving completely and we get this.
Voice, she says. And Ariel gets all flustered and go to what she said.
Number 7. It's a Small World is a classic Disneyland attraction with a lot of history. I feel like with this ride, though, there are 2 distinct groups of people. One group that loves the ride and cherishes this beloved song and story, and another one that can't stand it, thinking it's annoying and creepy. Well, for a ride that a lot of people consider creepy when everything is in perfect working order, it gets a little creepier when things start to malfunction. In these clips sent to us by Savannah Mr. 3, it just wasn't a good day for a lot of the animatronics. Oh no, this poor bird. There's something especially unsettling when some of the figures are moving while others aren't. Don't you think? I don't know, it gives a whole different meaning to the world of fears. Or if you love the ride, then it's just another cool animatronic malfunction. Number 6. The three Caballeros in the Grand Fiesta Tour at Epcot have been the subject of many malfunctions in the past. And guess what? They're at it again. Well, more so Jose is at it again. He's fallen and he can't get up.
To play as we go.
Jose.
We sing and we samba, we shout.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh, yes.
Jose dropped his contact.
With three Caballeros, three gay Caballeros, they say we are birds of a feather.
What's a bit strange about this malfunction is that aside from him healed over, he's functioning perfectly normal, which makes this even more amusing.
We're always together.
I'm guessing the actuator in his hip failed, which is why he's in the position he's in. You know, I'm starting to think that he's really becoming a burden to the group. Get your act together, Jose, or just fly the coop already, all right?
That's so nice.
Number 5. Both It's a Small World at Disneyland and Sinbad's Storybook Voyage in Tokyo Disney Sea feature miniature animatronic figures. Coincidentally, malfunctioning heads were caught on camera on both rides. So first up is Alice on It's a Small World, who's dealing with that crick in her neck. Now, when you look at the figure's normal animation on the ride, her head doesn't move at all. So it's interesting once again that with a malfunction, we see a head function that's built into the animatronic that never actually gets used. On Sinbad's Storybook Voyage, the animatronic animation in this ride is beautiful. They all have full range of motion, and I could honestly watch these animatronics for hours on end. Now, I'm honestly not too sure who this guy is, but he's our subject of interest, who's either trying to tell us something like secret, or he just has a really bad itch. I don't know. Imagine an entire ride with animatronic heads like this. I mean, I would gladly go on this, wouldn't you? Number 4. Over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, you could find a very impressive Lightning McQueen audio animatronic in Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. Without the animatronic, there is no show. So, when the figure malfunctions, cast members are usually quick to shut it down. In this show captured by Dizar Dream, there were issues as soon as Lightning McQueen came on stage. Pay attention to his front wheels and you'll see they're not spinning. Other than that though, he was moving perfectly fine until this point right here. Then it was all downhill.
You know, I only figured out how to be a great racer because I had a great teacher, Doc Hudson. That's why I started this racing academy, so I could pay that forward to all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy is experiencing technical difficulties.
I love how they coincidentally stopped the show right as he was blinking, giving us this. A less than flattering look for McQueen. It's almost like when you take photos of the articulated heads on the castle stage. The one cool thing with this is that when the show lights turn off, you can clearly see the constraints of the mouth projection on the animatronic. Number 3. When Rise of the Resistance first opened at Disney's Hollywood Studios back in December of 2019, it was constantly going down. That's usually somewhat typical of new rides, and it included the Kylo Ren animatronic malfunctioning. Just for reference, this is what the scene is supposed to look like.
You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields!
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
The prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless.
Over the course of the first few weeks, there were many times when riders got to the bridge of the Star Destroyer only to be faced with a lifeless Kylo Ren in a variety of positions.
All personnel to their stations!
The prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless.
Then in this clip from Parallel Disney, both Hux and Kylo Ren are doing the mannequin challenge that hasn't been relevant for about 4 years.
All personnel to their stations!
Stop, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless.
Now, there's also been times where the second Kylo Ren animatronic would also malfunction, but Disney actually built a plan B into the scene. So normally, this is what happens.
There's no escape. You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the resistance.
And this is Plan B, with different dialogue as well.
Your efforts are wasted. You cannot escape me. Your precious resistance is about to be destroyed.
The beauty of this ride being trackless is that they can easily shift your attention to different areas of the scene. So, when the computer detects a problem with the Kylo Ren animatronic, it can switch into B mode seamlessly. The fact that Disney has been creating more and more B-mode show scenes is great, since it limits downtimes and still allows you to have a complete but modified ride experience. Number 2. The Hall of Presidents at Magic Kingdom gives you the chance to see the most animatronics all at once. Some of the figures' movements are more subtle than others, but during this performance, it's hard to keep your eyes off of Theodore Roosevelt, who's getting a little jittery.
Herbert Hoover, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower.
You can see at the start of the video his arm was slightly shaking, then he just got possessed and knocked something off the table and went crazy.
Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman.
I can keep watching this one over and over and over again. It never gets old. It's like his morning coffee really started to kick in right there. Now, it's said that when animatronics begin to shake like this, it's caused by a glitch in the computer software that keeps looping the same 2 frames. It's an attempt to create fluid motion, but then it rapidly repeats, and we get this. Number 1. This final segment is called Lend Them a Hand, and it features the cast of the Carousel of Progress. So, back on January 20th of 2020, the younger daughter that shows up in Act 1 that mysteriously disappears for the rest of the show has her arm disconnected from her hand while it's still stuck to the handle.
Well, that's right, folks. Now Sarah has time for other things
like canning and cleaning the oven.
Yes, dear.
Ovens don't just clean themselves, you know.
I know, dear. And they probably never will.
Now, if you
I mean, this is quite the sight, but that's not all. Later on February 5th, John in the first act was caught with his hand detached from his arm and it laid on the floor with his pipe still in hand. There is no video footage known of the malfunction, but this picture was posted on Reddit by user Colts McGee. I mean, I gotta hand it to Disney, they dealt with both of these malfunctions quickly and fixed the issues. But these animatronics do need some love and care. If you look at old footage from the attraction, the animatronics move with much more fluidity and ease than what's seen now. Hopefully one day in the future, Carousel of Progress will get the refurbishment it deserves. So, have you ever seen a malfunction or breakdown in person? Which malfunction on the list today was your favorite? I'd love to know. Leave a comment down below to start a conversation, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video.